Namaskar my dear friends. In this lecture we are going to learn about the development of surfaces. Okay. So development of surfaces, what do you mean by the surface development? The development of surface of an object means the unrolling and unfolding of surface of the solid on a plane. So if the surface of a solid is laid out on a plane surface, the shape thus obtained is called development of that solid. So in other words, the development of the solid is the shape of a plane sheet that by proper folding should be converted into the shape of concerned solid. Now importance of surface development. So the knowledge of development is very useful in sheet metal work, construction of storage vessels, chemical vessels, boilers and chimneys. So such vessels are manufactured from the plates that are cut according to this development and then properly bent into the desired shape. So it is very much useful in the fabrications and sheet metal work. Now the principle of surface development. So in surface development, every line on the development should show the true length. Okay, it shows the true length of the corresponding line of the surface which is developed. Okay, now let us see different method of development. So there are 4 methods of development: parallel line development, radial line development, triangulation development and approximate development. Okay, so as per our syllabus is concerned, we have to learn these 2 methods: parallel line development and radial line development. Okay, now let us see different method. Development of surfaces, different solid, and lateral surface is the surface excluding top and base. First, the cylinder. Okay, so development of cylinder, and this is the parallel line development method. Okay, development of cylinder is based on the parallel line development method. Now you can see here it's a cylinder whose height is h and base diameter is d. Okay, so its development is a rectangle. Now what will be the length of this rectangle? So the length of this rectangle is equal to pi d. Okay, the length is pi d, and where d is the base diameter. Now the development of prism. Okay, so in development of prism, it is also a rectangle. Now you can see S, where S is the side of edge of the prism and H is the height. Now you can see here it is a pentagonal prism. Okay, so you can see the total length of this development is equal to 5S because the pentagon, right? So H is the height and S is the edge of base. Now here cone. So it is the radial line development. Cone is a radial line development. Now here you can see development of cone. Now L, this L is a slant height of the cone. Okay, so in this method where R is the base radius, L is the slant height. So first of all we have to find this angle. Okay, we have to find this angle, and this angle is theta, and theta is given by R by L into 360 degree. Okay, so for that, for the development of the cone and pyramid, you have to find this angle theta, and this angle theta is given by R by L into 360 degree. Okay, this is angle theta. Now development of pyramid. Okay, so in this pyramid we have to find the number of triangle. Okay, as you can see it's a square pyramid where its length is L and S is a side. Okay, so here you can see L is the true length and now draw one arc, okay, and mark the one more arc at a distance of S, again S, again S, and again S. Okay, so it's a square pyramid, so we have to construct the 4 different triangle like this: 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is known as the development of pyramid. Okay, and it is also based on the radial line development method. L is the slant edge, S is the edge of base. Okay, now development of tetrahedron. In tetrahedron there are 4 equilateral triangles. Okay, now you can see it's a tetrahedron. So now all sides equal in length. So one triangle, it's another 2, 3, and 4. So it is known as the development of tetrahedron. Now development of cube. Cube means it's a 6 squares. Okay, this is the cube, right? So there are 4 sides of this cube. Okay, this 4 square, it shows the 4 sides of the cube, and this is the top and it is the bottom of this cube, right? So there are 6 different squares in the development of cube. Now triangulation development, it is not in our syllabus, for your understanding. It is used for the developing the transition pieces. Okay, so the transition pieces are usually made of connect 2 different forms such as round pipe or 2 square pipes. Okay, so these transition pieces will usually fit the definition of non-developable surface that must be developed by an approximation. So this method is also known as the approximation method, right? Another one is the approximate development. Okay, if you want to develop the sphere, so it is employed for the double curved surfaces like sphere, as they are theoretically not possible to develop. So the surface of the sphere is developed by approximate method. So when the surface is cut by a series of cutting planes, the cut surface is called a zone, right? One example: a pentagonal prism of base 30 mm and axis 75 mm is resting on HP on its base such that a base edge is perpendicular to VP. A section plane cuts the axis of the prism at a distance of 18 mm from the top face and at an angle of 45 degree with the horizontal. Draw the development of the truncated prism. Okay, so we have to develop this pentagonal prism whose base is 30 mm and height is 75 mm. Okay, and it is cut by a auxiliary vertical plane. Now how to develop it, let us see. So first of all we have to draw the XY line. Okay, and the prism is axis is perpendicular to HP. So first of all we have to draw its top view. Okay, so in top view it's a regular pentagon. Okay, and side is 30 mm of pentagon. Okay, A, B, C, D, and E. Now project all these points on front view. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, side is 30 mm. Now project all these points in the front view. This is the front view. Height of the axis is 75 mm. Height is 75 mm. Okay, now these points are A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, and E dash. Similarly 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, and 5 dash. Okay, here 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, and 5 dash, and A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, and E dash. Right? Now this prism is cut by auxiliary inclined plane and it is passing from the 18 mm from the top. Okay, so this cutting plane is passing from this point T on the axis and the distance is 18 mm. Distance of this point is 18 mm. Okay, now draw a cutting plane and it is inclined. This cutting plane is inclined at an angle 45 degree. Okay, this angle is 45 degree. Cutting plane is inclined at angle of 45 degree. Okay, and it is passing from the 18 mm distance from the top. Okay, now find out the intersection point. Okay, so here you can see the point H is on A-1' and E-5'. Okay, similarly here point K is on B-2' and D-4', and here point M is in between 2', 3' and okay 3', 4'. Okay, now we have to project all these points, that H, T and M, on the top view. Right, this point M is in between 2 and 3 and 3 and 4. Now project this point M here, these 2 points are there. Projection of point K. Okay, so find out this distance between this 3 and 4 and 2 and 3. Okay, now draw the development of surfaces. Okay, so the development of prism, so total length of this development is 30 multiplied by 5, so 150 mm. So here you can draw the line of 150 mm by 75 mm height. Okay, so you can see here the rectangle of 150 by 75 mm. Okay, and A, mark point A1 here, 1 A, draw another point B, 2 C, 3 D, 4 E, 5 and A, 1. Okay, so this is the development of plane prism. Now we have to project this point H, T and M on this development. Okay, so draw the projections of point H, T and M. Okay, distance between these points AB is 30, BC is 30, CD 30. Now project point H. Point H is on A-1', so here on A1 and also E5. So point H is here on A1 and also on E5, and it is also on A1. Okay, now draw the projections of point K. Point K is on B2. Okay, is on B2 and also on D4. And point M, okay, point M is in between 2, 3. So this distance, project the point M here, and between 3 and 4. Point 3 and 4. Now join all these points by a straight line. Okay, so it is known as this development of this truncated prism. Now let us understand one more example. A hexagonal pyramid of base 40 mm and axis 120 mm is resting on HP on its base, such that the base edge is perpendicular to VP. A section plane cuts the axis of the pyramid at a height of 45 mm from the base and an angle of 15 with the horizontal. Draw the development of truncated pyramid. Okay, here hexagonal pyramid is there whose base is 40 mm and axis height is 120 mm. Okay, it is resting on HP on its base, such that the base edge is perpendicular to VP. Now a section plane cut the axis of the pyramid at an angle of at a height of 45 mm from the base. Okay. So first of all, draw XY line. Now draw a hexagon, regular hexagon on top view. Side is 40 mm. Okay, side is 40 mm. And name it A, B, C, D, E, F and apex O. Okay, so join all the corners and find out the apex O here. Now draw its front view. Okay, as per the given height. So A dash, B dash, C dash, F dash and D dash, E dash and O dash. The height is 120 mm. Now mark the point P. Okay, and the cutting plane is passing from this point P at a distance of 45 mm and an angle of 15 degree. You can see here this angle is 15 degree. Okay. Now point J, this point J is on A dash O dash and B dash O dash. Similarly point P is on C dash O dash and F dash O dash, and also the point M is on D dash O dash and E dash O dash. Point M is here. As you know that as per the principles of development, all the lines are of true length. Okay, so here you can see this A dash O dash and B dash O dash. These lines are not a true length. So okay, so first of all we have to obtain the true length. So how to obtain the true length? First of all, draw a line which is parallel to XY from point O. Okay, you can see this line which is parallel to XY from O. Okay, now O as the center and radius equal to OB and draw 1R. Here you can see. Okay, now from this point project on XY line. Okay, now join this point with O dash. Okay, now this is a, you can see it's a true length, right? This is the true length. Okay, from here take a point O and radius equal to true length and draw a circle. Okay, this is OA and this radius is equal to true length and draw a circle. Now on this circle draw one arc, radius equal to 40 mm and mark the point B. Point B. Similarly mark the point C, D, E, F. Okay, now from here mark the point C and draw, complete the triangle, mark the point D and complete the triangle. Okay, mark the point E and complete the triangle. F and finally A. All the points are at a distance of 40 mm from each other. Now we have to project this point P, M and J on this development. Okay, so the distance of point J is D1. Okay, and it is on A dash O dash and B dash A dash. So at a distance of D1 mark this point. Similarly the distance of point P is D2 and distance of point M is D3. You can see here. Okay, all this distance. So mark the point at a distance of D1. Okay, here it is distance D2, distance D3. Okay, so we have to mark all this point as given distance here, D1, D2 and D3 on respective line on this development. Now join all these points by a straight line. So this is known as the development of truncated pyramid. So I hope you will understand very well. Okay, thank you. Happy learning.